So we have another rational function to graph. And so we start with the symmetry. Do you think it's an even function? Stop the video and think about it, and then come back. All right, did you think it was even? Yes or no? It is. It's even. And that's great because it means it's symmetric about the y-axis, about or with respect to the y-axis, which is great because then when we get 1 point on the right, we've got one on the left. Okay. Let's see. We're going to talk about y-intercept. So what's f of 0? If I plug in 0, I get 0 to the 4th over 0 squared plus 1. That's just going to be 0. So we know it goes through the point 0, 0. It also happens to be the x-intercept. And there's only going to be the one x-intercept because look at your numerator, x to the 4th. There's only one time that's going to be 0. That's 0. Okay, so we know it goes through that point. We know it goes through the origin. Right now, let's look for vertical asymptotes. Well, look at the denominator. When is that going to be 0? It's not. So there are none. No vertical asymptotes. What about horizontal asymptotes? Well, this time n is greater than m, so there are none. There are no horizontal asymptotes. Okay, so how many vertical asymptotes? We don't have any horizontal asymptotes. That's okay. We'll get over it. Okay, so now all we can really do is just find some points. So let's try for f of 1. Let's plug in 1. So 1 to the 4th over 1 squared plus 1, which is going to be 1 over 2. Okay, so that's the point 1, 1/2. Because of the symmetry, there's also a point on the other side, negative 1, 1/2. So point right there and a point right there. Okay, so we probably kind of see what's going to happen here, but let's find f of 2. So you have 2 to the 4th over 2 squared plus 1. You could do this work on a calculator. I'm just doing it by hand. 16, let's see, 2 squared is 4 plus 1 is 5. So what's 16 divided by 5? 3.2? I think so. Check it on my calculator. 16 divided by 5. Yep, it's 3.2. So we have the point. What did we plug in? 2? 2 comma 3.2. And then we know there's one on the other side because of the symmetry. Okay, so 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.2, maybe there. And there's one on the other side over there. I could find more points, but I'm just going to say that's enough. It's coming down here and it's going kind of like that. Kind of looks parabolic. It's a little flatter than your average parabola. And I probably don't have it drawn perfectly, but we just do the best we can, and these are just rough sketches. So that's what's happening in that one. Didn't have any asymptotes, so that made it maybe a little disappointing, but it's a little less work maybe too. So okay. Just so that you know, they are a little difficult to graph. It's several steps, takes some time. Be patient and give them a try.